everyone, this is Leisha with Cooking Without Measure. How are you on this glorious day? Listen, my last video, I made the chickpea tuna. So I was telling you that I'm starting my vegetarian journey. So today I'm making another dish. This is actually turnips au gratin. So this is my first time doing this. Like I said, this is going to be a journey for us. We're going to do this together. So I already got my turnips cut up. Let me bring this in a little closer. Hopefully I can show you. I got my turnips cut up. These are the turnips here. They look like potatoes cut up. These are the turnips. I got some sliced onion, just a few, just to put on in the layers. And I got my casserole dish. It's buttered at the bottom. Just enough butter to cover the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer it. And as I'm layering it, I'm going to, when I put the turnip, I'm going to add my own seasoning sauce, soon to be on the market. I'll be putting it out there soon. I'm going to use heavy whipping cream after I get everything in the pan. And of course, when it's a gratin, what do you have? Cheese. So I got some sharp cheddar cheese and Italian blend and sharp cheddar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer, I'm going to put a layer of the, let me do it this way. I'll put a layer of the turnip at the bottom. I'm going to season them a little bit with the seasoning salt. I'm just going to do like a little single layer, you know. Don't have to be perfect, but just put them in there. I'm going to do a little seasoning on it, then put some onion. Then I'm going to do the cheese. So I plan to do like 3 layers of this. So the first layer, I'm going to put cheddar cheese. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little of the seasoning salt on there. I'm sprinkling the seasoning salt actually on the turnips. I wish I could really get this to work where you can really see it. Try to, well, you can see this now. So I'm adding a little of the seasoning salt. Then I'll put a little onions on it. It smells good. The seasoning. I never tried this before, so we're going to be experimenting together. Now I'm going to add some cheese. I'm going to finish up this bag of sharp cheddar cheese, and then I'm going to add some more on there. So I've been looking at like a lot of different recipes for vegetarian dishes and even some vegan dishes, because I said I would do some vegan dishes. I am not going vegan because right now, as you can see, I'm still eating cheese. I love cheese and I love to use butter. So I'm not quite ready to give up that yet. I have tried some of the vegetarian cheeses. Not a fan. Not to say it won't grow on me at another point in my life. Don't know when. But I may give it a try again. But right now I'm going to stick with just being a vegetarian. So I sprinkled like a little layer of cheese on there. Now I'm going to do another layer. Now this layer I'm going to do with the Italian blend cheese. So what I plan to do is do 3 layers and put Italian cheese in between this, and then do another layer of the cheddar cheese. I think that'll be really good. Well, it can't hurt. Cheese is cheese to me. The more the better. So, and also I've been looking up budget friendly, you know, getting tips on doing you know, doing vegetarian, doing vegan on a budget, and really it looks like it's something that's very doable if you're not trying to spend, you know, buy the high-end vegetables and all the other stuff. And I'm not saying don't try them, but if you're trying to stick within a budget, they even encourage using frozen vegetables, like the frozen broccoli and cauliflower blend, stuff like that, or with the carrots and everything, things like that. And I said I was going to do that because it doesn't have to break your budget. Grocery shopping shouldn't have to break your budget. So if you find like some coupons for some of the things that you want to try, because like Kroger's has some coupons for quinoa, and I like quinoa, and that can be very expensive depending on which brand you buy, but it's like running, I would say like $3.99 to up to $4 something just for a bag of it. And I believe that's just even the Kroger brand. I'm not even talking any name brand. I'm talking Kroger brand. So the name brands will run you almost $6. I mean, yeah, like the name brands will run you about $6. So now I've got my Italian cheese in the middle. So I'm gonna put another layer. I'm done with the onions, so I'm just gonna put another layer of the turnips here, and then I'm going to put some cheddar cheese on top. Then I'm pouring a heavy whipping cream over it. So I'm excited about doing the recipes. I mean, I just saw so many recipes. And one thing about cooking vegetarian, you find that it's the colors. The colors are so amazing. I mean, when I look at some of those pictures, I'll be like, wow, look at the colors of these vegetables and the colors of, you know, everything put together, even when you're using noodles and everything. And if you're just doing, even with the vegan, if you're just doing plant-based and you see the colors, like this, it's just beautiful to me. I mean, really, the colors. And I think that's one of the things that it has to appeal to your senses, you know, to the sight, to the smell, and then, you know, especially, you know, to the taste. But once you know, first you look at it like, wow, that looks good. I want to at least taste it. It smells good. I want to taste it. So I'm looking at different recipes and I'm excited about some of them. And a lot of the websites that I look at, especially with the budget shopping, it says like when you see a recipe, you don't have to use what's exactly in those recipes, because some of those recipes cost some really high-end, pricey ingredients. And use what you have at home. I mean, use what you have. Work from your inventory. If you have some of that stuff, then use it. If you don't, you can omit it, and it still shouldn't change the dish that much. But then the dish becomes your own. You add your own style to it. You add your own flavor to it. It becomes your own. So don't be afraid to, like, if you don't have a certain ingredient or even a couple of them, don't be afraid that you can't still make the dish. I mean, if it's like, if the dish calls for mushrooms, yeah, I understand, but you don't need the mushrooms. But if the dish doesn't, you know, if you got the mushrooms, you got 80% of everything else, go ahead and make it and just enjoy making it and just add your own little flavor to it. You know, so what the recipe changes. That's what makes it so exciting about cooking. Nothing is written in stone that you have to follow it a certain way or do it a certain way. Now the oven has been preheated to 400. I'm going to let this cook. I believe it's there for 30 minutes. Once again, I looked at different recipes, and you see I didn't measure anything out because I don't even know how much cheese you really are supposed to add to it, but I like cheese. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a little bit of Italian cheese on top too, just to give it a little, just to spice it up a little bit. So I'll put a little bit of the Italian blend on top. It's the blend, it has mozzarella, smoked provolone, Romano, Parmesan, Fontina, and Asiago cheese. Good blend of cheeses. So I'm gonna pour this on here. I'm not sure how much to pour, but I'm just gonna pour till I feel it's enough on here to cover and make it cook so it won't burn. But it'll be enough in here because it's really not that much in here. But this will make it nice and creamy. That should be enough. It looks like there's a little at the bottom, so I just want to make sure it's enough in here to cook. So what I'm going to do, I'm going ahead and put this in the oven. I'll be back with the final dish. This is what it looks like so far. Doesn't it look pretty good? It looks good. I'm excited about trying it because, you know, when I was looking at the turnips after I cut them up, and they look like potatoes. So I said, okay, let's try it and see how it comes out. So I might sprinkle a little bit of paprika. Matter of fact, let me get it. I'm gonna put that on there and then I'm gonna toss it in the oven. Matter of fact, this is my favorite one. I love this paprika because it's a smoky one, but it has like the chives and stuff in it. So it's a smoky flavor and a little chives in it. Garlic, chives, and chili. So I think that'll be kind of good on here. So I'm just going to sprinkle some on here. And that'll help brown it, make it a nice little brown. So I'm gonna let it get to a golden brown, the cheese get good and melted. I would say anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, just till it, you know, it gets nice, a golden brown and bubbly. So now, this is the way it looks now with a little paprika on it. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it in the oven. I'll see you back in about 30. Be back.